Hello, it's your main man, the Pan Man, and we have finally released Chow Bites. I am very excited to be sharing Chow Bites with you guys if you're a Sonic GBA fan, but that is not the focus of this video. I have a lot of updates to go over as far as my stratagem for 2025. I'll try to keep this as snappy as possible, but two main points. The first point, I'm basically expanding beyond YouTube through music distribution. Some of you may remember I posted like a little post that asked, hey, did you know I have a Spotify? Did you know I'm actually on Apple Music and stuff of that nature? And to my understanding from the reception of that is no, most people don't know that. And yeah, I never promoted it, so yeah. So long story short, I am getting back on those platforms. I'm also going back to SoundCloud too. And the purpose of this is simply to increase my reach and increase my audience, you understand. The second thing, I'm actually opening up my tip jars again. So that's Buy Me a Coffee, Ko-Fi, or Coffee, or Ko-Fi, whatever you want to call it, and PayPal.me. So you probably have seen that in my banners already, but I'm trying to implement that and roll that out. As far as how those two things affect Sonic GBA and royalty-free, we're going to dive into that here. So to start with royalty-free music, if you are familiar with the Observatory, I'm actually getting rid of that, at least for now. In exchange, there are two things that I am replacing it with. The first thing is that I am building a exclusive music pack. This music pack will be exclusive to those that are on my email list. What that means is that you can only get this music pack if you are signed up to my email list. If you are already signed up to my email list currently, I already wrote an email about it before talking about this. You're basically going to be getting free music as that pack gets built. As this pack is getting built, if you happen to hop on my email list early, you can write me with suggestions or what type of songs you want to hear in this pack. Some songs that you may need. The closest thing to commissions you're going to get for a while. I'm still trying to open that up this year, but I'm not sure when exactly. Yeah, I plan to streamline this after I finish the battle pack. Got 3 more songs to go, and all 3 are cooking right now. The second thing, for those of you that used to be on my SoundCloud, I had this like little series called the Rustic Pan. Basically, a collection of old songs that I did. The purpose of that at the time was like, hey, you get to see my growth. Like, this is how I started. Like, this is how shit I was. But that didn't really catch on the way I was expecting to. So I wanted to reconceptualize and repurpose the Rustic Pan here. Instead, if you like some of the music from the Rustic Pan, leave a like on it or leave a comment on it just to let me know that, hey, people like this song. Maybe I should remake it or remix it, repurpose it into the royalty-free music catalog later. Or maybe even in the free pack. I didn't think about that until just now. So it gives you a chance to like hear some of the other music that I create and I was on something with some of these tracks. I really like them. Between those two things, that's kind of replacing the Observatory here. Now, back to what I was saying about music distributors. The royalty-free music catalog is the first to be launching on music distributors. In fact, by the time you're seeing this video, there should be a few songs that are already launching on distributors. You should see them on Spotify and Deezer and all that good stuff. Now, I wanted to let some of you know, because some of you might be aware of this, these tracks are still not registered in YouTube's content ID system. So if you purchase it, you're still able to use it in YouTube videos. You're still able to use it on Twitch streaming and stuff of that nature. You should not run into any issues with me doing this. But of course, if you do, let me know. I don't want to screw you guys over, so definitely contact me if something happens with your videos. And that's pretty much it for the royalty-free fans. If you are here for Sonic GBA, welcome. I know I've been getting a few new eyes for the project lately, and I'm grateful you guys are here to stick around. I'm happy you guys have got a chance to view Chow Bites' reveal. I consider Chow Bites very important to the future of the project. Like Ash was more so just regular like rock remixes and stuff like that, but Chow Bites does a better job of highlighting the creative potential of the project. If you are new, you are probably unfamiliar with the meta blog, and what that is basically the Sonic GBA's project official blog, if you will. It goes over band profiles, character profiles. If you happen to be a musician or curious in the instruments I'm using, it talks about that. I have track breakdowns up there. I even have did I say band checks already? I like the band checks. An art gallery, all sorts of stuff. But in order to unlock full access to it, you have to support me month to month, which is how I had it set up. With donations, though, I am offering temporary access. So if you have an interest in seeing what's in the meta blog, like all of it, like unlock full access temporarily. Just donate to one of the platforms I've mentioned before. Send me a message after you do that, and I can get you a temporary link to view the meta blog for a short period of time if you want to take a look around there. About that too, there are free posts on the meta blog. Like, the band checks are all free. If you're interested in any track breakdowns, me talking about what I was thinking when it went into certain tracks, those are all free as well on the meta blog, as well as a few character profiles. As new bands get released, more content becomes free. So, for example, I just released Les's character profile and Lowen's meta instrument, or the other way around. Those used to be locked behind the paywall, but because Child Bites is coming out here, I decided to make those two things free and just keep going up like that until eventually all of Light Dash's profiles and anything related to Light Dash is free. Speaking of the bands, I really want to put Sonic GBA on music distributors as well, Spotify, Apple Music. But I'm still researching the licensing, the legalities of that, the legal stuff behind that. For sure, though, I'm going to get them on SoundCloud eventually. And as far as the future of this project, I'm actually going to tell you what Band 3 is supposed to be right now, but I'm actually kind of am stuck on Band 3 a little bit. So Band 3 is supposed to handle these songs right here. I'm hearing like a R&B, trap. The instrumentation I'm thinking about is like having like a DJ, electronic keyboard, some saxophone or trumpet, and of course a guitar. I need to bring guitar back. The hook of this band, I really want to incorporate Wisp. Well, what I wrote in my blog, putting Wisp inside of instruments. But how would that sound? You know what I mean? like this is definitely more experimental. I also need a name for Band 3 too. I really want to go with Wisp, but if I can't make that work, I need to find something else like quickly. But I'm still leaning towards it because I want to practice sound design, and that seems like a perfect opportunity. Because I'm really going to need it for Band 4, but that's not relevant right now. If you're new, I forgot to mention this. The flow of the project is very simple. I am remaking all of Sonic Battle first, and then after Sonic Battle, I'm taking this concept into the Sonic Advance trilogy. So Sonic Advance, Sonic Advance 2, and then Sonic Advance 3. I got a few ideas for the bands of the Sonic Advance series. For Sonic Advance 1, I'm leaning towards a studio jazz band. Of course, I'll make it sound as Sonic as possible, but like I hear like a not old style, but like kind of a jazzy style with the opening gambits of Sonic Advance here. So I wanted to kind of incorporate that. For Sonic Advance 2, I'm leaning towards like a Japanese punk rock, something similar to Wet Floor from Splatoon 2. Or even H2O, which was the real inspiration from Splatoon 3. And those two bands I just listed are supposed to be the main bands of Sonic Advance and Sonic Advance 2, meaning that they play the most music out of all the other bands in that soundtrack. I still have no idea what other bands I'm going to use for Advance 2, and I got absolutely nothing for Advance 3, so leave some ideas and comments down below. I'd be interested in reading them. And the last thing I have here is e-guides. Now, game music composition, still trying to do that, but I've decided to go full force on making it a video series. I really want to do that. In regards to composition, there's just too much audio that's involved to learn properly that writing a PDF file is just not going to cut it. So I've decided to look into hosting like a video course. And I'm still in the market research phase. So if you have an interest in creating music by yourself, similar to me or any of your other favorite producers out there, what are some of the things that are like challenging you? Leave them down below. What are some of the things that I can like help you with? I want this to be directed specifically towards game developers that have an interest in building their own music, but like are too afraid to start or don't know where to start. But it's going to be in depth enough to where even if you do know how to make music, like it's still going to be a composition guide. I'm going to teach you how to make melodies, applying textures. In light of that, my plan for the game developer aspect of it, I was going to grab a free DAW and show you how to navigate a DAW in general. And beyond that, I was going to, teach you a little bit of music theory, motif manipulation, how to reference songs, how to take from references. For those of you that remember those old guides I did back in, 2021, 2020, basically incorporating all of those guides into the video course that I'm thinking about building here. Some of the videos might be broken, but like they're still up on my website now. So take a look at that. You'll have an idea of what I will generally teach in the video course itself. And to top it all off, I would include some personal tips and tricks that I use in my own compositions, in case any of you are interested in that as well. The general flow moving forward here is I'm going to finish the battle pack, of course, alternating between Sonic GBA and the battle pack. Once the battle pack gets finished, I'm going to move over to the emo list music pack, the exclusive pack. And then once I get a few tracks going for the freebie pack, I'm going to start seriously looking into the video course and start incorporating that. And that's pretty much it for this update. Thank you so much for watching. I'm trying not to make these videos so long. Yeah, that's really it. I've covered everything, and it's been your main man, the Pan Man.